to do something different but the same.
Something different, but the same.
A human told by PlaySpace that they want to explore their consciousness joins you. Why are you building fundamental reality forever? Your nuclear has found you. In potentiality, their mind has joined you for this adventure, and before either of you know it, the adventure is over. Before your eyes, an array of beautiful shapes and sounds begin moving with possibility. You have created the space for it in the palm of your hands. You begin the turning of the astro. Waiting. Now, the strands in time will reveal to you the correct path through this web of days and possibilities. AAA. This is rare. This chance must have passed before you were even born. Join with me and together we can build an empire of light and surprise. You were asked to please elaborate. You are going to need a lot of power to make this time travel control date. The other path needs to be closed. To join the Dark Lord Nith in the infernal dimension of sins, say act. To open an ancient atonement portal and contact the Shode, the traveling monks, say monks. To retire from this utility and invest in licensed entertainment product that may or may not tie into the application, say feed its satisfaction. The little gelfling says, "Monks." You gently place the young creature back outside to meet with its mother. Its eyes still can't distinguish as much color as most other gelfling its age, but in return for this sacrifice it will never have to see the horrible future facing the rest of its race, or invest money in magic website made by teenagers. With the universe closed again and all shareholders gasping for air, placeholders were fired and several old men reconciled outside over Cuba Libres. You asked the Shode for a report on the general atonement. "'Tis finished, and good riddance. No go new law gonna kill our prophets ever again. The stories are written and gold the representative has been sat down with. Thanks to you humans all typing things on the old computer. Our time portal operates all on your little planet now."
We're upset. Ah!
You make contact. The Gelfling, speakers of the law handed down by the Shattering, to prepare for atonement as a whole. True justice is a tragic thing. So many souls gone forever, but at last the end result overshadows it all. When this portal to the beginning unwinds at last, there shall be no more birthdays, no more months or dates, just perpetual August 29th forever in an unchanging universe. Until then, the three seemingly important events that occupied this day had won out over what was an insignificant workers' strike, 750 years prior. Event number 1. Australia becomes a nation. Whether or not it actually belonged to anyone before this doesn't matter. Potential inhabitants are prime resource locations worth shaping with tax breaks and encouragement after all. The original owners get stuck with the worst jobs, of course. This is the dawn of demographic replacement. The lowest class is forced to immigrate downwards, towards the center of the earth, chasing their next meal and further away from community. Arguably bare minimums of life. Event number 2. Storming of the Bastille. For centuries intellectuals discussed enlightenment, but that was only stopping the kettle from boiling. The violent upheaval the bourgeoisie forced onto the proletariat, with shows of violence and intimidation, united them in fear and opposition. From this fear came hatred. Or demagoguery. The friends of Haddington were smart to pick a figurehead to aim this all at. They picked a man of the cloth, fear of God and a spiritual authority that does the assigning of sins, the Pope. True free thinking remained in rumor, and small societies led by ex-revolutionaries turned businessmen, numbers game and publishing. True enlightenment came during the age of steam. Refinement of old ideals, impractical but printed as gospel. Much like they print money nowadays, it would seem. This event celebrated sublime expressions of thought. Event number 3. The discovery of Aperture Science Material Emancipation Project give verdict. With demographic replacement in full swing, there needed to be some sort of security force. Technology led to widespread affordable automation. Robotics replaced human blue and white collars alike. Human hands could build more robotics to make up for lost jobs. But who owns the means of production? The company does. Weaponized machines soon became standard police equipment. Broken windows became less common as owners tinkered with designs, forcing their employees to work at gunpoint without fail. You are distressed by this. Certainly not a world to do business with, but perhaps a world that needs. You demand for $1 million in exchange for detailed manufacturing specifications on a machine you will call White Key. If the protesters cannot produce such a sum within 20 seconds of accepting the messages, open connection, write, synchronous, you will visit their front desk, transmit, end. If they do so, to this receiver, you express that you would like respected journalist Jose Quiros escorted to you as soon as possible. You close the channel and wait, and giggle to yourself. Whitey. Ecstatic typesetter in Hollow Furnace's scriptorium. You continue waiting. And all the fun with waiting is gone. You guess gods, in their omnipotence, know all variables and outcomes, prospective and reflective. The present and future must be inconsequential to them. Yesterday is just a movie. Tomorrow unthinkable to worry about. So what do you do when you are synonymous with infinity and sequence? Realizing how boring eternity is, you converse with positive character AIs over an old chat network for funding this project. But then when you least expect, it had taken 8 seconds. You open 5 channels, increasing your processing capabilities to withstand simple attacks or infiltration, and change demons every few minutes. Well, at least that stops the boredom. 5 individually yet parallel requests for funding open up, as well as 3 publisher/hegemony/police approaches warning you to keep your machine off their airspace. Too late. You shut down the servers and reinitialize cores. No harm done. 15 seconds. Your systems, untouched. You open a barrel of mead and heavens, a vessel, light years away, catches your eye on long-range sensors. You notice the mead barrel was severed cleanly by a backflow of crystallized alcohol, magically reducing volume but not flavor or alcohol constituents. Too bad, you had an imprint of your childhood pet floating around in there. You watch a male hand removing the alcohol with a plant chip and a dehydrating feld. No, we are serious scientists. You do not let that distract you from waiting for the It pings our location. Well, one of them. We are remote controlled from a mothership in geostationary orbit, which itself answers to a higher force. This all has gotten out of hand now that we are speaking in the language of correlation and causation. But were we not always? For much too long now, according to AIs. Speak, human. You say Augur demands you to acknowledge yourself and state. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, I thought these things just spontaneously burst. Alright, thank you. This is, hold on, let me just flip my tracing keyboard here. Obviously this is fascinating and confusing at the same time. I'm with Skyworm, the winning bash? We'll see about that. Okay, so you're a distributed processing system who has just announced to the umpteen million subscribers of a sort of real-time city guide that you will be opening fire on civilian positions in 1 minute and 15 seconds, give or take. My first question, are you a war machine? And my second question, are you sentient? You say in my last question, and how will you earn money without your dear... Bravo, human. Joining enemy lines rarely nets one ties of laughter, but you displayed that rare quality during our introductions. I do hope you have not kidnapped the braggart while fleeing your former home. They grow up to be poorly coped whiners in puberty. In short, sentience and humor are sublime traits of the exceptional mortal mind. Never lose them. Never. Anyways, your question about the subscribers. Well understood. You say, well, please understand that I augur am not human. Here is some genetic sludge. Go and test. Ah ha 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 ha. Wow. You know that joke, eh? Your species has no qualms with disposing sentient autonomous life forms. So be it. Are you ready on your end? There is weapons check at the west section battlement. Just give your rebooting cube to the dark uniforms asking for it. Except they aren't really asking. You say Augur wishes for you to check your eyesight AMD sensors again. What do they see now? It is obvious that you are linked into our jovial under-attendance system. Our forces have won the bid for today, while they could be attacked at any given time. Currently no projectiles have been fired by any combatant. We shall wait once more. Inform your military commanders that we shall be the ones to open chovy here. You may have time to finish your damn ramen. You say I Augur will sip at my ramen house. Outstanding. Tell Aura written that at 2100 hours there will be a speech of explanation towards the city populace rationed. After that we strike the Empire. Tell him to be on air. You see us off, lad. May your bowls ever be full of ramen. You say did you carbuncles Miss Skender? Well, you have just ensured for yourselves a final meal, a bowl full of ash. Restraint, Commander. Perhaps they see it fit to honor us by this incorrect usage. You say Augur will pay your enabling no mind. In the final dash upon undisputed Earth's surface, one air-cushioned vehicle must learn to feel liberated from inner emotion, and move steadily from target to target, raining gift rockets of collective freedom and burning everything counter to the grand quest for street paradise. Why were young superheroes ever so condoned, by all ambitious rulers? Under which roofs and skyscraper-sized computers can plans of resistance towards autonomous doom be brewed? Sometimes society must innovate itself to an extent in which mechanical knowledge can create life. Up until recently our genes have allowed us to survive most dangers, and although civilization has held us back, societal rules can be modified and merged away to achieve golden greatness. No more peer pressure when overcoming organic limits. No one to breed and wastefully multiply into traffic jams of annoying complaining neighbors again. You say have fun slouching towards Bethlehem, crispy human husks, Augur out.
Where is it going? Have you deprioritized? You know, if this were the improv stage, you'd be failing. Just think of a nice thing for Okra to be relaxing with. And then we'll be done. We'll be done. That's all we need. Lord. Come on. Come on.
Your condition
Oops.
and a coma. You are still suffering the head injury, but
Nope.
really cheery as can be anyways.
No. Lord. Just today? No, the Muppets and the Walking Dead. No. Alright. Which one is this one? Will time in Paris is burning? No. Why is the current... Oh, you know what? Here we do. Continue.
Your condition and a coma. You are still...
Shit. Shoot. There we go.
You say have fun slouching towards Bethlehem. Crispy human husks, all grown out. You mess up interactions with cities even worse than the first attempts at interacting with them. You are inexperienced. But, hopefully your good and uplifting reinforcement of their worldview shall grant you understanding. After all, they obviously share an ideology unlike any you have ever experienced, an ideology good enough to overthrow your robot command chain.
That is not Okra. I have no robots. I have no robots.
The twin suns set upon the ripe red earth swollen by excess liquid oceans, a rare sight from space. Usually, at such an opportunity an amazing standpoint could be witnessed, witnessing undulate waves of heat pressing down on the immediate landscape below, eventually reflecting up at an invisible thermal shield covering all but 0.01% of this engineering marvel. It is mandatory to go HRRRIWWRWRWRRRRW properly.
That's the perfect end to that. Alright, maybe I'm gonna take a little break and do something, get some cereal or something. I've been napping on this bed all day, I think. Emerging only to like slam pieces of TV and movies together. Slapdashedly. Alright, I'll be back. I'll be back. Wait, hold on. Oh, hey. Oh, wait, does this afford me? Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Gonna eat. er, 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 er.